talk to me about things you accomplished last year, and how do you guys as a staff make sure that forward momentum continues into summer and now into
I think last year we were able to mature as a team. I think that we finally got a little bit of success, and we can kind of look back to the guys and say, here's what happens when you do what we ask you to do. And it's proven, that you're going to be successful when you do. And we had a good group of seniors last year who bought in and were mature about it. And, we just kept fighting, too. There were a couple opportunities for the whole team to throw it in, especially after the first game. I mean, and we had a group of guys who stood up and made a difference, and I think a lot of it comes back to our coaching staff. The guys that were around me last year made a huge difference. And going forward, we know that there's still going to be some challenges. We still got to get some of the young guys ready to play, and we have to figure out a way for our older guys to realize what it took to get to where they finished last year and get there a lot quicker than they did last year.
From a program standpoint, I mean, I know you still have some holes you have to fill,
Mm-hmm.
but are you now kind of in that area where now it's more depth now is what we're
Right. Yeah. Well, after 3 years of recruiting, you can kind of look down the road, and we're hoping we're past having to get freshmen ready to play immediately. We're hoping we can get a lot of those guys in. I think that's a team like Shepherd and Monty being there so long, they're in that position. They get kids in, they redshirt, they mature, they grow, and we're starting to get there. You can see it with our class coming in, and I think depth is going to be at an all-time high. But there's again those guys that are on the sideline are still young, and you still have to do your work and get them ready. But depth's definitely going to be a lot better than it has been.
Jason, from an offensive standpoint, obviously your passing game has a chance to be really good
Mm-hmm.
this year. The running game has always been the thing that's
Right, up and down.
going to work,
Mm-hmm.
progress. Where are you at heading into 2016 in terms of
Well, I think for our running game, it usually comes down to people staying healthy. We have Terrell Charles back. We get James Oliver back, who was a freshman last year, who showed some ability. Last year we started to run the ball well towards the middle of the end of the year. Terrell has his best game and dislocates his elbow in the third quarter. So the key is getting those guys healthy and keeping them healthy, but then also having, like you said, depth up front. We got to get those guys that are offensive linemen to get through a season and stay healthy with them as well, and have them around a little bit longer. We have 3 or 4 guys who played a lot of football for the first time on our offensive line, and should be a little bit more experience than we're used to, and hopefully that carries over.
finally defensively? 9 of 11 starters back. Defense made great strides last year. There were games where the defense, if they needed to get 3 stops in a row in order to win the football game, they were able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where in previous years you were just kind of waiting for them to collapse.
Right.
That didn't happen. So I know you're excited you got a chance for this unit to be there.
Yeah, it's tough for me being an offensive guy every day in practice and going against those guys, but I know it's going to be a lot more pleasant on Saturdays. We're fortunate to have a really good group of guys who've, we have 15 seniors, or we have a large group of seniors that stuck it out through it with us. Major downs and some ups, and they've stuck it out, and a lot of those guys are on defense, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see them finally get a chance to do what they've worked to do, and I hope we finish out strong. We have a good season for those guys. They deserve to go out on the right foot, and like you said, defensively we feel pretty good. We should be strong. Again, it comes down to health, staying healthy, and making plays when you have to, and last year we were able to do that. But we're excited, looking forward to it.